Sustainable Inclusive Business. The Knowledge Center was formed in 2015 through a fruitful partnership between the Kenya Private Sector Alliance and MVO Nederland. The center has worked towards raising awareness for businesses to have a positive impact on people, planet, and profit through providing tools and knowledge for businesses in Kenya. Part of the mandate of the center is to provide a platform for businesses to share insights on how some of the challenges they face can be converted into viable business opportunities. The center therefore organized the second private sector conference on sustainable inclusive business at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa on the 26th of April 2017.
Sustainability and inclusiveness ensures that business not only do good, and the whole idea we talk about sustainability and inclusiveness means to also be naturally good, that business has to be naturally good through ensuring that every operation of the entity is ethical and socially responsible for its long-term impact on the environment and the local communities, therefore having a positive impact on people, planet, and profit.
We are very busy to making sure that our products are fully free from toxic material. So we make sure that all those products indeed are used and using products and materials which are free from all kind of toxic material. We make sure that our raw materials are being sourced from factories which are not using child labor. We are making sure that they are doing in the right sustainable way.
If you look at the national values and principles of governance which bind all state organs, state officers, public officers, and all persons includes the private sector, you have the concept of transparency enshrined there at Article 10. In the national values on good governance and integrity and accountability are also enshrined there. Article 46, speaking about consumer rights, provides for certain disclosures about quality of information on goods and services. And the concept of sustainable development is also enshrined in our Constitution.
We think that when sustainable and inclusive business objectives are central to a company's mission statement, and if they are an integral part of their core activities, it can generate enormous benefits. We're talking about innovation capacity, loyalty by the staff, as well as a positive reputation. And I think I've said it last year at this place, and I'll say it again, that in fact corporate social responsibility is good for business. So they need to do their business responsibly. And maybe it's just a dream, or you can accuse me of being a dreamer, but I do hope that when just a number of businesses that abide by the CSR rules get so much critical mass in a country such as Kenya, that in the end they will influence all the others, because it's good for business, it's good for the environment, it's good for the people.
Themed Future-Proof Business from Trends to Habits. The conference held a set of workshops to discuss sector-specific challenges faced by businesses.
Neuroplasticity means that your brain can literally rewire itself. And you can rewire your brain by training yourself. So what we want to be able to do is look at the science of happiness and how we can bring that into our companies. So if you can rewire your brain, if you can create an environment where we can rewire the brains of the people around us, we're already taking a big step towards having a happier, more productive team that at the end of the day are going to allow your business to grow.
I think peace is being respectful of people's differences. Yeah. What makes you and me, you should not be offended by who someone else is, to the point that you have to get out of your comfort zone to disrupt their livelihood or their being. Let's be respectful that we are all different.
Leadership in the traditional sense was sustainable. Is because it was, in as much as it was the leader had to fit into an office. The office is created. He has the office in the sense that these are the qualities that we look for in a leader. Does so-and-so son fit into it? No. Does so-and-so son fit into it? Yeah? So the focus was on the office, not the individual.
Good leadership is inspiring others to find the leader in them, and together working towards a common goal. All of us recognizing we are serving something larger than each one of us.
Businesses are waiting for legislation it has not become organizational value. It is something that we are waiting to be told to do. So when Grace talks about it being a voluntary initiative, a lot of the companies will see it like not necessary because I can still do my business anyways without participating in that voluntary program. So companies are not looking at sustainability as a value, a driver for tomorrow's industry, because that is what it is.
The Center hopes to keep the conversations going through organizing roundtable discussions to follow up on the discussions made.
One very key partner or partners is the private sector. Because working with private sector, you'll end up having solutions that focus on people, the planet, and profit. Because there's a way you can produce sustainably and tackle the three. Ensure that people, their livelihoods are improving, the planet is getting better in terms of natural resource management, and their profits.
Within our case, where we are looking at sustainability, looking at practical solutions, facing the things that are challenging us, things like energy, water, supply chains, youth employment, climate action. All these are things that do face the natural resources that we have and which we depend on. And as a hospitality industry or a hospitality expert, we do not have, that is not our core business. And the best way to actually bring about sustainability, and it's good everybody's actually talking about it, it's about partnerships.
My question was, do consumers seem to care? Is that one of the buyer values that you're seeing that, say, differentiates you from some of the other hotels? Yes,
it is actually a strategy for us to have competitive advantage, to differentiate ourselves from other partners that are there. But also, there's a push and pull factor to that, and I could say it's both. So it's a push and pull. So one of it is that we are having a different traveler right now. We're having a traveler who knows what they want. We're having a traveler who, when they come to Serena, they want to look at your value chain. They want to see your supply chain. They want to understand it. They want to see where does their money go to. So not only do they pay maybe their fees at the airport, but they want to see the whole chain. So that kind of traveler is a traveler we are seeing. And for us to remain relevant, I think it behooves us to more or less look inside ourselves. And that's why we adopt things like ethical supply chain, because that's what they're looking for. We're looking at a value chain and looking at the process that we have internally. Is there anything that we can change to make a difference?
The reason we exist is because we like businesses to inspire businesses, facilitate discussions, speed up processes to make businesses more sustainable and inclusive. And what we mean by that is that we like to do beyond CSR. And that means that you are responsible for your full business impact within your company, throughout the value chain, to the end consumer.
We sell efficient GECOs and solar products to Kenyans. Our products are healthy, efficient and eco-friendly. That's also why we think the SIB conference is very interesting, because basically our products directly improve people's lives in terms of health, savings and in terms of the environment.
The reason why we are supporting SIB is because the Netherlands and Kenya, we are partners in international business, as our ambassador said. And being partners in international business, the Dutch government is very keen to ensuring that we do sustainable trade. And therefore, when we are trading with Kenyan companies, that we raise awareness within the Kenyan private sector so that we have an equal or level playing field when it comes to sustainable and inclusive business.
I founded an organization, MVO Netherlands, more than 10 years ago, and I brought that idea to Kenya a few years ago, and now we have SIB Kenya, which is more or less the same as I did in the Netherlands. I'm very glad to be here. I was here also last year, and now when I see the companies involved now, it is a big improvement. There is a growing number of companies taking up the agenda of sustainable and inclusive business. And today in our conference, you see a lot of new projects, new initiatives, a lot of innovative partnerships, which is the main theme of this conference. So I see developing this issue in Kenya going very, very well.
Being good for your people, being good for the environment is good for business, because you get the loyalty of your people, of your customers, whilst being good for the environment and for a sustainable environment. And in the end, our planet has to sustain us all. And that means it starts with every individual, but certainly also with the companies operating in Kenya.
Be part of this change towards a better and more sustainable future.